guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be giving my opinions on Driveclub. I did get to play the game at EGX. If you guys saw the video yesterday, then you shall know that I did, you know, I went to EGX Eurogamer and got to have a hands-on with the game. I played two races with on Driveclub. I played one with an SLS and I played one with Huayra, and oh my god, I've got a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video, and yeah, let's get straight into the gameplay. I would firstly like to say that this was not a capture event. This was a gaming expo which I went to yesterday. Obviously you'll know that if you watched yesterday's video. If not, then obviously you can go check that out. But I obviously can give a valid opinion because I had two races on the game, one with an SLS and one with a Pagani Huayra on two different tracks, and I did quite well, to be fair, on the leaderboards. I came first on one of the leaderboards and I came third on the other, so I actually did pretty well. So obviously you can give a valid opinion about the game. So without further ado, let's actually talk about the game. So firstly, I'm talking about the graphics because that is definitely the standout point for the game. Hands down, the best game that like the best looking game I've seen in a while. Obviously it's 1080p at 30 frames per second, and it looked absolutely tremendous. You know, the car textures, the reflections, the interiors, everything. It looks absolutely amazing. You know, everything from, you know, the spoilers coming up to, you know, the headlights turning on to the, you know, the change of day. Everything looks so realistic. It looks so good. I can't say that about the gameplay. The gameplay is definitely not realistic. The only thing really realistic about it is that you have to brake. But I'll talk more about that in a minute. But yeah, everything in this game was just great. You know, the graphics are tremendous, and it looks better than Forza Horizon 2. Obviously, because the PS4 was more powerful. They really, you know, the developers really did take advantage of this power, and it genuinely looks absolutely tremendous. So that's one thing I would say about the game. It's definitely the best looking, you know, racing game I've seen on any console thus far. Obviously not counting PC. Project Cars look pretty nice as well. Well, nah, Project Cars are pretty poor, to be honest, but this definitely was the best looking game I've seen, you know, at the expo generally. But if you are a true gamer, you will know that gameplay over graphics every single day of the week. So how did Driveclub play out? Easy. Way too easy. I read quite a lot that this game was supposed to be really punishing through the corners. You know, you weren't supposed to be able to get away with certain things, but I definitely didn't feel like that. You know, it felt like it was a bit too easy, in the sense that, you know, you weren't really punished for, you know, crashing into walls and stuff. You just got a bit less fame. Fame is kind of the XP in the game, if you didn't already know. But yeah, it didn't really matter. Like, as long as you won races, you basically got that XP back anyway. It definitely felt authentic in the fact that, you know, not many other games felt the way that Driveclub did. You know, the drifting was the main problem I had. Now, in Driveclub, it's kind of like a track-based racer, so you kind of expect it to be a bit more realistic. But you could criterion drift in a sense around corners. You know, you could literally go 90 degrees into a corner, drifting. And then you would go back to 0 degrees, you know, coming out of a corner. The drifting was really weird. You didn't seem to be punished an awful lot for kind of messing up off the track. Also, you know, for actually messing up and kind of missing the driving line, and, you know, for kind of smashing into cars, you didn't get penalised. However, if you cut corners, that was something that was huge. You actually got a 5-second penalty if you cut corners. That was something I really liked, actually. It kind of forced the player to be, you know, clean and not actually play dirty. But overall, generally, the gameplay was way too easy for my liking. It was really easy to get used to. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. I mean, Rivals had an easy handling model, you know. Burnout had an easy handling model. But those were still great games, and I think, you know, most people in the racing community actually really enjoyed those games, and I definitely did, mostly did. You know, I honestly would just get Driveclub for the graphics. Like, I prefer having gameplay over graphics, but honestly, the graphics in this game look absolutely tremendous. I would also say that, you know, the gameplay, it's going to be really fun for the first couple of months. I think it's going to be one of those games that we play for a month or two, put away, and then, you know, grab back later and think, oh, this was a quality game. You know, it's definitely a solid 7 out of 10 for me. I'm trying to expect loads out of my games now, because every single time I expect loads out of my games, it seems like I'm just kind of disappointed, you know. So I'm not trying to get too hyped for many games this year. I've said the only 2 games I'm hyped about are Halo and Forza Horizon 2, but I have played them both, so I guess I have a reason to be hyped, and I know what the game's going to be like. But overall, yeah, it was good. It was good. Solid 7 out of 10. You know, from the EGX demo, from the PAX demo, and I'm looking forward to full release, you know, in October. So that was my impressions of Driveclub. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace.